Alright. Here's what's going down. What's funny, and the one reason why I'm not sure that what's wrong with me is depression, because I've been depressed before. I think a couple things are wrong with me. Obviously, I'm probably depressed by something. I don't think I'm depressed. I think I'm grieving. You know what I mean? And there's a difference. I've had a loss, and I haven't been able to have the time or energy to process it appropriately. But in many ways, things are going well for me. I don't hate living here as much as I did, and I will say that to anyone who's moving, that it'd be pretty hard to have more extreme negative feelings than I had. And here we are. What are we at now? September, October. 3.5 months later, and I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're facing a move, and I'm going to make oatmeal. Okay? I've got to cook it first, though. And you're distraught, or you hate where you are, just think, if I can make it through this, and get to this point, you can too. Right? If we can do it, anyone can do it. But I do feel really weird, and I'm not sure. It could be, let's just say this. I'm aware enough of the symptoms of several different mental illnesses to think that my symptoms certainly are symptomatic of depression. But I also know, having had different experiences in my life, one being the time that I was in New York, and I was suffering undiagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, and I felt just like this. And my analyst at the time didn't believe me and thought that the reason I was so exhausted every day and didn't want to go up the stairs was because I was depressed. Lo and behold, I really was suffering a physical ailment, which is what I believed. And I will tell you that right now, what is wrong with me is so physical. While I know that depression can manifest that way, I do get that. There's no part of me that denies that. It makes me question if I'm losing my mind or if there's really something physically wrong with me. Because there are things that I can do that alleviate depression, right, that aren't working, which could just mean I'm very depressed. But at the same time, when I'm depressed, I'm usually, I don't have the ups emotionally that I am still having. You know what I'm saying? I'm just feeling, it's very difficult to describe what I'm feeling, and the fact that I can't figure it out is actually what's more disturbing than anything else. One thing is definitely a problem. Normally I'm in therapy. I'm one of these people who just thinks therapy is good for everyone. I don't think you have to have a mental illness. I don't think you have to have a problem. I think therapy can do nothing but help in life. So pursue it. You know what I'm saying? I think having an outlet, a safe place to review your feelings, uncluttered by kids or mayhem or jobs or whatever, is helpful. It's also helpful to keep, if you were going through what I'm going through right now, it would help you if every week you're going to talk to somebody to figure out the common themes of what you have to say. Maybe it is just move-related depression or grief. Something else is happening. Because I don't have that anymore, I do miss it because it's very difficult to give it to yourself. You think you can. It's hard, people. God knows it's hard. To give yourself the time and space to really think through exactly what's going on for you. It's difficult. So there's that. Because these are some things that happen. So I was working out last night. I actually got off the treadmill for 20 minutes. That never, sorry, someone's cooking. That never happens, because usually by 20 minutes, you start to get into the workout, whatever. I had stuff to watch on TV. I was just I'm not feeling it. This is not working for me. It's not making me feel better. So I'm not sure what's going on. I might need to go to the doctor and get some tests done. I started thinking, my God, what if I'm going through early menopause? It sounds crazy, but people go through early menopause. It's not unheard of, and I'm not trying to be a hypochondriac. I'm just saying, that would explain the fatigue. That could explain the insomnia. Yes, all those things could be explained by other things, but I feel like if you can go to a doctor and they can give you a test, blood test, a hormone test. You know why it made me think that? I'll tell you this. Some people may know that when I'm pregnant, I'm mentally ill. I'm not kidding. Pregnancy, the only time where I am actually I have had moments in my life where I'm depressed because of situational stuff, but I actually don't have the brain chemistry of, you know, being chronically depressed. But when I'm pregnant, the hormone surge that makes people have morning sickness not only gives me that, but it also makes me depressed. Crazy, seriously, suicidally depressed. This is why Mr. F has had a vasectomy and I can never be pregnant again. The first time it happened, it was awful. I'm making it for you. I'm making it. Please. I love that you're so polite. The first time, we didn't know if it was just that pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? And then with baby, it was even worse, and we realized it's not, you know, this is just how my body reacts, and it's torture on the entire family, and it's horrific, and, listen, we are, you know, pro-choice people. I don't want to have an abortion my own self, you know? And I will say that when you get so depressed that you don't think you can go forward with your pregnancy, you know, you don't want to be in that position. So we're just remove that from our I'm just not someone who should be pregnant. I do create beautiful children, but it's not worth it. I definitely couldn't do it again and have it be, it got worse. I can't have it be worse, you know, or someone wouldn't be making it through. But anyway, my point of that is to say, I don't feel as bad as that. Because fortunately I'm not also pregnant. But that's the closest to the feeling I have. And that's what it makes me think, like, I wonder if it's a hormonal thing. I wonder if I'm having some hormonal imbalance. That's why I was thinking maybe I'm going through crazy early menopause. Or having some kind of thyroid issue or something else like that. I don't know. I'm thinking about going to a doctor. Or, you know, it could just be regular mood depression. I will say, I was thinking, because things are going well for me now. I had someone come over today, having another thing later this afternoon. I'm having plenty of social interaction. People, you know, who want to hang out with me even without my children, you know, awesome. Maybe even more than I had in Ann Arbor. So that's not bad. So, you know, that's going better. I don't hate living here as much, things like that. But here's what is probably not helping me. We're preparing to go back to Michigan, and I'm truthfully very nervous about that. And maybe I'm feeling a dampening because I'm trying to shut down those feelings. I'm really terrified that we'll go and it will be so sad to see our old house occupied by somebody else, to see friends we can't see, to go places we like to go. I am worried about that. I'm so worried about it that I would almost, my natural instinct would be to never go back, which is what we've done with New York, pretty much. We lived there for many, many years, and I mean, I've been there maybe 2 times and I didn't enjoy it. Like, I pretty much had to put blinders on and not think about it or go there because it just is so sad to me how much I would rather live there. Or remembering the good times. It's hard for me. It is hard for me. And I'm kind of think that could be what's going on. And if that's true, the good news is we'll go. I'm almost gotten over this. It'll either be good or bad, but then it will be over, and I'll come back and it will be over. And hopefully we won't be traumatized and really sad and crying for weeks. I'm hoping it'll be okay. This is the things I'm trying to tell myself. Let me see what time I'm at here. I'm going long. Anyway, I'm trying to tell myself that we're happy, we're making friends, kid is very, very happy, happier even, and, you know, life is going on. That's what I try to tell myself. We'll see.